Welcome to Grapes and Debates, a podcast where we'll uncork some incredible wine and debate varietals of issues within the restaurant industry, one glass at a time. And now, your hosts and owners of So Napa Grill, Adam Barringer, Chris Botting, and Joe Bates.
Grapes and Debates.
Here we are again.
We're just going to jump right into it. I see that you've already gotten started, Joe, with your stage wine.
I did, yes.
I don't think after 56, 57 episodes, nobody knows what's in that. Could you...
It's apple juice.
Yeah, it's Pinot Grigio.
Oh, it is Pinot
It's
Grigio.
Eo's Pinot
Still.
Grigio. It's my go-to.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's my everyday sipper. Yeah.
Joe Bates, Chris Botting,
Hello, everybody.
Adam Barringer. All
Chris got a little sun.
business partners.
I was out, yesterday with
Yeah.
my son's kicking coach.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
What kind of kicking? Ass kicking.
Field goal kicking. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He, apparently, he's got some talent, according to the coach.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we have a very
Special.
loyal guest from our Ormond Beach location, and that's Steve Berberich.
Welcome, Steve.
Thank you.
And
very
Steve also has an Instagram follower.
much. Instagram, yeah.
And what is that?
Facebook. I've got a blog that I write, and it's basically about wine. It's Wine Time 386.
Okay,
on
that's it. Wine
Instagram.
Time.
And I try to feature a lot of the local things, the 386
Sure.
things, and when we travel a bit.
You have a lot of great postings. You do a lot of traveling and go to a lot of concerts.
We do.
Yes, I know that. I
You've
know
got
that.
almost 8,000 followers. I mean, how long have you been doing this thing? That's fantastic.
About 3 years. now,
Okay.
4 years. now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, really fun. I read through a few of them, and yeah, it was neat.
Well, I'll tell you what. We always start with grapes, and then we go into a debate. And I love when I just love blind tasting wines. It just makes me realize how much I don't know about
Exactly.
wine.
Yeah.
And I think I know a lot about wine. But you could blind taste this and,
Until you put a bag on it.
yeah.
Right?
All right. So, holy shit.
Got some heavy duty.
This is a heavy-duty wine.
Okay. It's got some girth. Did I misuse that term? Girth? Yeah, okay. It's got a little weight to it.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
All right.
I'll
Careful
continue
there.
on this side.
This
Okay.
is one.
That's one.
One's going on the left.
Correct. Two is going in the middle.
Big deep color on that one.
Yes.
So, 8,000 followers while we're pouring these wines.
Go ahead.
What kind of hits get the most hits? What do you do that gets the most reaction from your followers?
Not surprisingly, it's whatever wines are popular. If
Okay.
I post about a popular Napa Cabernet.
Okay.
Because I do the hashtags on it,
Right.
and people click into it that way. So you get a lot of feedback on the more popular things.
Okay, awesome.
I did some Soviet Georgian wines the one day, and it was not as popular, and
Yeah.
it didn't get as many hits.
Yeah.
Georgia, the country.
I mean, I
Not
can see
Georgia, the
why.
state.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
All right. Wow. Let's take a look at some of these
Yeah,
wines.
the
You
color
talk
on-
about just this first one.
Do we get any hints or what part of the world they're?
It's a red wine.
They are red.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell
There you
you,
go.
Thanks.
two of them are.
So it's not Pinot Grigio.
Two of them we will debate.
Okay.
Two of them we'll debate.
Okay.
I don't know what Steve brought, but two of them we're going to debate.
It's a surprise.
So I would say just obviously with all of these, the 5 S's of wine tasting, Steve, that would be sight,
Oh, sight first, right?
right?
Yeah.
Swirl,
1 and 2 are similar.
smell, sip, and savor.
That's a nice. That's a nice glass of juice right there.
All right. They all look pretty big and bold.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What are you getting? What are you getting on the old palate there, Barringer?
I'm going to begin to tell you that in just a moment. That was like a shock to my taste buds. That's the first glass of wine I've had today. And I've only had 2.
Well, it's only 9 a.m.
Yeah. This might be 57 weeks of drinking wine together.
I love that for us.
Yeah, that's really good.
I love that for us.
I wish I had friends like that.
You want to talk about?
We do. We're there.
You know what?
sitting
Yeah.
right next to him.
You could run
that's a-
run an Ironman. You could do many endurance sports.
Me?
No, I'm just saying
Oh.
people in general.
I can't.
But we've just done some 57 weeks in a row without taking a break.
No. Yeah.
I mean, even if you were,
stamina.
feeling a little bit, but I'm feeling good today.
No, the
That's
liver
over.
says
Yeah.
keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
You got to do it.
Don't let up. All right, first wine. I'm getting some nice, big, round tannins on the back end.
Okay,
Yes.
what did
Yeah.
you get on the nose?
I got some bright fruit though, not super dark fruit. Even though the color is dark, it was a little brighter for me.
I think I got raspberry.
Yeah, maybe some cherry.
And then a
Some-
nice
yeah.
mouthfeel. All right,
Yeah.
all right. I'm going into number 2. Color super similar, deep red ruby color.
That's nice.
It's got some body to it. I'm thinking 1 and 2 are cabs.
Beautiful legs on
Wow.
it, meaning that it's probably a little bit higher in alcohol. I'm thinking that's probably above 14% alcohol. Steve, what do you think?
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there.
All right.
Yeah, I'm getting cab too. I'm thinking,
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell you, number 2 is pretty big too.
Yeah, actually, I think number 1 is still the bigger out of the
Out of the 2,
out
so
of the 2 we've tasted
little
so far.
little softer, but
Yes.
still good tannins, well balanced. Let's go 3 here.
Right into it.
I'm getting a little bit of a little different nose on that. Do you get a little bit,
3?
almost a little bit of maybe like a soil type of coming
Terroir?
through? Terroir.
Man, they're all good.
I'm getting a little more fruit there.
I am too.
A little more fruit.
A little more fruit forward, if you will. A little brighter fruit, maybe.
I would say so.
Still a deep wine, though. Maybe
Yeah.
I go Cab Merlot,
Ooh.
maybe.
Right?
But it's still balanced. It's got
Yeah,
some tannins.
I have a confession.
Don't tell me they're all 3 the same thing.
No, Steve
Because you
brought,
would do that.
Steve brought a wine. I
Okay.
have no idea what he brought.
Okay.
That much I know. The other 2 would be a Cab and a Cab Franc. Okay.
All right.
1
All
and
right.
2. The cab
I'm
and
not
Cab
super
Franc.
familiar with Cab Franc.
It's typically a blending grape, but
Yep.
the Cab Franc is actually the parent to a Cab. Did you know that?
With Sauv
No.
Blanc.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Cab Franc married Sauv Blanc
Yep. And had
and created Cab Sauv.
That's true. There you have it.
There you go.
Lineage.
So your typical, the Cabernet is going to be a little bit bolder. It's still the alpha dog, obviously,
Yep.
of wine. The Cab Franc should be a little bit lighter, not much, maybe a little bit more herbaceous. And right now,
Maybe you're getting
as
some hints here.
you had said, there is a sort of a resurgence for Cab Franc right now. Remember we talked
As
about
its
that?
own
At
bottling.
standalone.
Yeah.
And,
Really?
yes.
I was
because
actually
it's,
meeting with Nikki from Clos de Val,
Ooh, okay.
and she said on property only, and maybe we can get there when we're out in Napa.
Mm-hmm.
I think they do a Cab Franc that is estate only. So it's becoming more popular,
Huh. Now, which one is that?
but I don't know which one resonates as Cab Franc. If you're saying it's a little more herbaceous, then I might lean towards 3, but I thought Cab Franc was a little more tannic, and that's why I'm saying maybe 1 is the Cab Franc.
See, that's what I'm getting. From the 3, I'm getting some minerality to it.
Okay.
As well.
All right, so let's
lean on Wine Time 386 over here.
Let's not do that. We don't want. Yeah, let's.
All right,
Let's
so
just start
thoughts?
with what's your let's pick our favorite to start with of all three.
I'm gonna go with number one.
I think number one is my favorite.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as it's just a big fat cab.
Yeah.
Girthy.
Rich dark berries.
But not overwhelming.
Yeah, no.
All right, I'm going to go with number one as my favorite, number two, and then number three.
In that order, yes.
In that order.
Yeah,
And
I would agree.
Yep.
without looking at the wines, I kind of know what they are, but I don't know which order they're in. I'm going to say Cab Franc, and the wine Steve brought.
Okay.
Possibly.
Okay. Let's reveal. What's one? That's that heavy bottle.
Ooh.
Haha.
What did we pick?
Wow,
Big,
the debate.
Big fat Cabernet, the debate.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Cab Franc.
Oh, it is a Cab Franc. Okay, I didn't know they made
What?
it. Okay. So one is the Cab Franc. I thought
That's-
with those big cannons
Hashtag
that might be
the
it.
debate.
Okay.
Let's go.
Do it.
Okay.
I know what that is.
And Steve, thanks for bringing the bags.
Yeah, that was so nice.
pleasure.
That's fun.
What do we got here?
Did somebody tie that?
I think so.
No. Oh, there
Some
we
Velcro
go.
on there. Ooh, the debate.
The
again.
debate.
The debate shows up again.
Yes, but that is a cab.
Cab,
And
yes.
this is the Cab
Okay.
Franc.
So, Cab Franc and this Cab Sav.
And this is
Gotcha.
the Sweeping Lady Vineyard, and this is the Arlade Vineyard.
Okay.
And where is that?
It is, they have, they're all single vineyards
Okay.
Joe, you want to do the
throughout
reveal?
Napa Valley.
Boy, they are.
Hell yeah.
beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful wines.
They are.
Just because.
And,
And true to
You had
form,
so
I think
much
you were
trouble.
right. This was the one that Steve brought.
yes,
Yep.
yes.
Oh,
There it
Up,
goes.
up.
okay.
Da, da, da.
Okay. Kokomo, Cabernet, Sauvignon, Sonoma County, Alexander
Okay.
Valley.
Yeah.
Single vineyard designate, Ruth's Vineyard. I'm not familiar with Kokomo. Tell
Never
us a
heard of
little
it.
bit about it.
That's why I brought it.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't know if you had been there yet. I know
No.
you guys get out there
Yeah.
a lot.
We're
But it-
staying. We're actually staying in Sonoma.
Are
Yeah.
you?
We're staying almost right on the cusp of Alexander Valley Vineyard and Chalk Hill.
Okay. Nice. This is in Dry Creek Valley.
Okay.
The winery itself is in Dry Creek Valley, but they source those grapes from Alexander Valley. It is one of our favorites.
Wow.
Winemaker Eric Miller, he's got a very similar palate to what we enjoy.
Okay.
He's got a Pinot Noir that got 99 points in the San Francisco
Wow.
competition.
Wow.
He makes good wine. And he's
Wow.
from Kokomo.
Okay.
They got a lot of red zin in Dry Creek.
Yes.
There is.
Yeah.
Their Zin is incredible.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Nice.
Well, I'm not familiar with it, but yeah, thanks for sharing. It's
Absolutely.
delicious.
We might have to stop in. What's the guy's name?
Eric Miller.
Eric Miller.
Yep. And they're right on Dry Creek Road. It's
Okay.
it's the little co-op. There's several wineries there. I'm trying to remember all of them. Papa Pietro Perry. There's a couple of them.
Okay.
2, 3 up there.
How often do you get out there?
Well, we try and get out to California every year.
Okay.
We're planning on going back out in November. They have the Wine and Food Affair in Sonoma County the first weekend in November
Okay.
every year. And it's Alexander Valley, Dry Creek Valley, Russian River, and it's about 100 wineries participate,
Okay.
and it's wine
Nice.
and food all weekend long.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you just go from winery to winery.
Sounds right up my alley.
Let's
Let's go.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you guys could extend your trip. You know what's happening?
To November?
While we're out there is the Healdsburg Food and Wine Festival.
Oh, wow.
The weekend you leave.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
But you know what we have on the
We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna have a blast.
Todd, look out. May 7th,
Okay.
11 a.m., the debate tasting room.
Oh wow. Nice.
The debate,
At 11 a.m.
Looking forward to
11 a.m.
Yeah. That's 2
You know
o'clock my
why?
time.
That's
Yeah.
about an hour past when your taste
Optimum.
buds are at the optimum.
Optimum.
I think you made that
potential.
up.
We don't fact check here. If
We
we
should.
say it, it's
Not like we used
as
to.
good as it's as good as.
Oh, we didn't fact check that either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we don't fact check that. Yeah.
So, do you think now that we've tasted these and a Cab Franc can stand up to a Cab?
Absolutely.
This is pretty
Yeah, no, I
amazing.
would,
Oh,
Because there's
hands down,
good.
absolutely.
this is awesome.
Well, and for your palate, you like those big tannins. That's actually
Those big
almost
calves, yeah.
more up your alley. You know?
In this particular case,
So, but I've said it before. For those giant tannins like that, those mouth drying tannins, I need food for it.
Yeah.
You know,
It has to
you.
go with
You
food.
could sip on that,
oh yeah,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And listen, I thoroughly enjoy it, but give me a ribeye or
Yeah.
a bacon wrap fillet or
Ooh.
give me something with some fat to cut through those tannins.
Right.
But
lamb.
no, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, good stuff.
It's very good.
Going all the way back around.
Yeah, the Kokomo was interesting. I never heard of it. There's so
many wines. I
wineries
know.
between Sonoma and Napa. I mean, how many are there?
How could you enjoy them all?
800?
at
Right.
one
I
time?
Between
bet
the
there
two-
are now.
between
they
the
threw
two
a
of
number
them?
out at me years ago, and it was 640 back then.
Yeah, you can be out there for
yeah.
weeks and weeks
Oh,
and
yeah.
not see all of them.
Yeah.
We've been
You know?
doing this for decades,
And I've never heard of Kokomo,
right?
right?
And until recently, the debate.
No. Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yes.
All right. So I then that's the debate. That was it.
Oh, well, what else?
The Cab
else is going
Franc
on?
could be just as good as a cab.
Oh, or better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this
I
case,
was-
I don't know, we're seeing more of
I
it.
was surprised. I thought that was the Cab Sav.
yeah.
Well, we had just the two Cabernet Sauvignons, Napa, Sonoma. The
Right.
difference is there,
Right.
Right.
right?
Pretty significant. This is. It almost tastes like this is younger fruit, lighter in body. This
Yeah.
is much heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is-
I wouldn't.
Is Kokomo big production?
No.
I've never seen. No.
No, I
it be
don't think
considered
they
boutique
retail at all.
winery?
Yeah, I think it's all at the winery
Okay.
and club members. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, is there a
And we've
UPC?
been
Yeah, there is a
members-
UPC on it. So
we've
Yeah.
been there for years. Been members with them for years.
Now, admit it. Are you members of too many wine clubs in California?
Not right now. I have pared back just
Okay.
a little bit. It gets expensive.
It sure does.
Yeah, I got that last shipment from the one that's on the mountain between the two. Pride Mountain.
Oh.
yes.
Guess
you're-
what?
I
This
got
is
it.
how good May 7th is for us. We go from the debate to Pride Mountain.
Do you?
Nice.
Yes. Hanging with Jay.
That's
Awesome.
beautiful.
It'll be
Let's
good
go.
to see him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Makes
stuff.
an
We're going to see
incredible
so
wine.
much cool stuff. And the cool thing is, we're taking some first timers out there with us
Right. Yeah.
that are really going to appreciate
One
it.
of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bringing people out who have
yeah.
never
Yeah.
been there. It's just they can't believe
All right, Steve, for your listeners and ours, you are a loyal guest to So Napa. You know that we specialize in wines from Sonoma County, Napa Valley, and we obviously have wines also from Paso and Monterey and just with a California designation.
Right.
Having said that, what are your favorite wines?
I love Sonoma County wines. I really do. I love Alexander Valley wines, but I really enjoy Napa too. And we just had a Columbia Valley Cabernet last
Okay.
night that was just
What was it?
stellar.
Where did you have it?
Something at home.
Oh, okay, at home.
Brown,
All right.
BROWNE.
Okay.
Brown
Okay.
wine.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was really good. Well, we try and travel to different areas. We went to Temecula wine country.
Oh,
we
wow.
went to Santa Barbara, and
Yeah.
then we did the Sideways tour. You know
Okay.
the movie
Yes.
Sideways?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
We
Yeah.
stayed at the Windmill.
Yeah.
We went to the Hitching Post for dinner.
Okay.
They did not have any Merlot.
No, yes.
Wait, didn't we do that for your brother's?
Bachelor.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Bachelor party. Was it his
Yeah.
bachelor party? Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
From whitewater rafting down the Kern River to.
Yeah, we
to,
covered a lot of activities.
yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Have you ever just stopped off driving through Sonoma or Napa, just, hey, that place looks cool.
Yes.
Pull in there
Yes.
and just have a wine that surprises you or the hospitality surprises
Absolutely.
you.
The
And,
surprising
Right.
hospitality.
Right.
You're right. It's amazing. They are just so happy
Yeah.
to see you there, and they want you to try what they love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another place in Dry Creek Valley called Mounts Winery. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere on the top of a mountain.
Okay.
And you've got the breeze going through your ears, and you're sitting there sipping the wine, looking at the beauty of Dry Creek Valley. It's amazing out there.
Well, I think that is true for many of the wineries that are out there.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. Here we have Wine Time. We
Yep.
have us on a podcast. We have a wine club. And we have 3 restaurants that specialize in selling wine from
Yeah.
Sonoma County and Napa Valley and fucking Gallo. I said, hey, can we get a tasting at Louis Martini?
Yeah.
You know what? They said, sorry, can't do it.
They're very busy. Gallows,
Oh,
Gallows
yeah.
very
Oh,
busy.
really? Okay.
Clos de Val said that we could get one with them, though.
They did. We don't even carry their wine.
No. Yeah, they said
Nice.
come on
Yeah.
by.
So, you
You
know what's
enjoy
going to
your
happen?
loss.
You
And
know
they
what's going to
said
happen?
If we want to revisit the Judgment tasting that we did
With them?
with them, that they'd be happy to.
Oh wow.
So
You gotta be part
because
of
they were
that.
part of Judgment of Paris. Well, if we want to
We
do
were
a
away that
wine
time. I
dinner,
wanted to do
Oh.
that. Yeah.
but
We should.
But certainly they want to have us out there while
Right.
we're there.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, Chris, and I know your wife loves Rombauer. They were recently purchased by
Gallo.
Gallo. Louis Martini, Napa on our menu. Gallo.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
they're like, never mind.
Jason by Foulmeyer on our menu, and we blind tasted that against Opus on 2 occasions.
Yeah.
And we've chosen it 2 times over Opus.
Opus, yeah.
Not going to be on the menu anymore.
Doesn't
Gallo.
doesn't make Palmeyer bad guys though.
No, they're probably good guys, but they sold out to Gallo.
Yeah.
And they don't really want our business that bad.
I guess not.
Anyway,
Maybe that's the debate. What happened to the hospitality? It's all about business.
Yeah, relationships.
Yeah, it is about relationships.
it is about relationships, and actually RNDC was kind of mentioned that when we were talking yesterday, and you know how it kind of shifted one way, and now I guess they brought their old CEO back.
I heard that.
RNDC. And he is about get the salespeople back out into the
In the
restaurant.
It
territory.
is
Into their territory.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, you've talked about that a lot, especially when Sonapa was in its infancy.
Sure.
And even with me, I was, with another group. Randy Ford helped us create our wine menu from scratch, and it was that relationship that helped create our wine menu, Wine Path. It's the relationships that we've had over the years with, our retailers and our vendors.
Well, it's
that
certainly
have helped forge our menu.
right, and it's certain when we go out to Napa and we go to Sonoma and we meet with the winemakers, Allison Rodriguez, for
Yeah.
example, at
Yeah.
Silverado.
Yeah.
There's a connection.
And
Yes,
they're just
I
the
want to
coolest
carry her
people,
wine.
right?
Yeah.
And the way that Foley family takes care of us. And yes, we do carry the chalk, a lot because of Kim, but we
Yeah.
carry Chalk Hill, Ferrari Carano.
But they're all
Eos.
good wines.
Yeah.
They're great
They-
wines.
Yeah.
Fantastic wines.
Yeah.
They are. But there are so many, like you said, there's so many wineries and there's so many opportunities to meet great people and
Forge new relationships.
forge new relationships.
Absolutely.
So where can our people find you? Go to Instagram, search Wine Time.
Instagram, WineTime386.
Okay.
I have an account on Facebook as well,
Okay.
WineTime386, but they're the same post as Instagram.
Sure.
But yeah, years ago our son was having trouble in college, and he's like, "Dad, you don't know how hard it is going to college because you never went." So I said, "Tell you what, I'll sign up for all the classes you do." And we had a social media class, and they said, "You have to create a blog. Pick something you love."
All right.
Wow.
I mean-
there you go.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, good. Keep it going. Let's drive it to 10,000 viewers.
Yeah.
Or 10,000 followers. You got 8,000. You don't need two
Right.
grand more.
Yeah, not too
right.
far. Yeah.
Let's get there.
Where do you find most of your followers? Are
Well,
mostly
they're
386?
mostly wine
Prison.
related. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to expand the 386.
What did you say?
He
Prison.
said prison.
It's a
I thought maybe he was
it's a
talking.
captive audience.
I thought maybe he was talking about Orange Swift's Prisoner or something like
no,
that. And I wasn't sure, but he just went prison.
I
just-
Not prisoner.
No, please go.
I'd like to get more 386 followers. I'm trying. I love going to the restaurants. I post about you
Yep.
guys and some of the other local restaurants. I'm trying to get a larger.
Well, you got one new one today.
Yeah, no, two.
thank
Two,
you.
yeah.
But,
Yeah,
and I would
definitely.
I enjoy looking at it because I saw where you went to a wine dinner at Chase's, and you've gone to wine dinners at Norwood's, and you've gone to wine dinners with us, and then I see you at concerts, and
Right.
it's just cool stuff that you're
Well,
doing, and it's all centered around wine. So
I'm just trying to get the word out to people that don't know what's available here in the 386 area.
Right.
Nice.
Because Daytona, it's not known for its wine.
So it sounds like all you do
Okay,
is
so-
party.
Like coolers.
Sounds like
but
you
not
don't-
wine.
is there any? Where do you get wine in Daytona? Like, no, all jokes aside. I'm not Ormond, not New Smyrna.
In Daytona,
Yeah.
I mean, where do you go? Total Wine. I mean,
Yeah, no,
there's
they.
nothing in.
Well, it sounds like you've got a few clubs showing up at your front door. So that's
Okay.
We do. We
Yeah.
do.
But no, seriously, you go out to eat anywhere in Daytona?
Well, we go to the Carrabba's wine dinners. The Carrabba's wine dinners are really
do?
good.
Yeah, they do a good job.
The
Yeah.
wines are never going to be,
No.
off the hook.
There's
Right.
no debate about that.
No.
no, but they're affordable and they do a nice job.
Right.
They do.
They do. But
All right, wine lovers, here's your insider tip. This Member Monday, April 21st at So Napa Grill, we're pouring a first-class wine flight. Bezel by Cakebread Cellars. Cabernet and Chardonnay for just $10. Mention the code word first class and your flight is on us. That's right, complimentary. Thanks for listening.
you guys, you're like the best in Volusia County.
What?
Yeah.
Coming from wine?
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm sorry.
Best in Volusia County, hands down.
Well, thank you. But there are some great places here, and we think that a rising tide lifts all boats.
Well, New
so-
Smyrna's got such a cool little foodie scene and that's still growing.
It has.
You know?
It's really evolved.
Dennis at Norwoods
Yeah,
does a good job.
really
too.
great
Yeah,
job.
Yeah.
Yep. Good friends of ours at Norwoods.
Yeah.
They're great.
I've got to get. I saw the podcast with Nate from
Nate?
Rogue.
Oh yeah,
We
Rogue
haven't
Wine.
been there yet.
Yeah, Rogue
he's doing
Wine
a
Bar.
yep.
No, it's a really cool little wine bar. In fact, after we had Nate on, my wife Shannon and I went and just hung out on a Friday afternoon, took the golf cart up there, had a really awesome bottle of wine called The Calling
Yes.
from Alexander Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our May wine club.
Ooh, are you?
Look at this.
You giving away
Leaking
secrets?
a little larceny.
No, I think we leaked it last time because we had people at the wine pickup talking about it last time.
Oh, okay.
Did you?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Right on.
All right, guys. Another successful episode. Special guest host, Steve Berberich.
Steve, thank you for the
Thanks for
Kokomo.
sharing.
Truly,
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Yeah, the
Thank you, man,
Kokomo.
for
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah.
Isn't there a song about that, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
It's
No,
already
the,
been going through my head for the
I know,
last
what
half
is it?
hour.
I know you've been-
Aruba, Bahama,
Boys,
come on, pretty mama. Key
Beach Boys.
Montego, baby. Yeah. Take me down to Kokomo.
I knew
You
it.
know the song. Don't act like you don't know the song.
Never heard it.
I knew you were waiting to sing it. I was giving you the opportunity.
No,
Joe's
it's
gotta
been
take this
stirring
show
in
on
my
the
head for
road.
the
I
last
know it.
15 minutes.
I knew it.
So,
Joe
Sunk the
must
hook.
take the show on
All right,
the road.
cheers, my
taste
friends.
toast together.
Taste
I don't
toast
have
together.
anything in my glass, so
Oh,
here,
wow.
I'm going to go with the Cab Franc here.
Oh.
You're going to have to
On Joe's.
revisit.
Yes, revisit. Steve,
pleasure.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much
absolutely.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
I knew you were waiting to sing that. I knew you were waiting to sing it.
Man, as soon as I took it out of the bottle, I'm like, I took it out of the bag. I'm like,